Y'all, it's the season to be thankful. And sometimes you have to dig deep, and I mean deep, to find things to be thankful for. But this year, I'm thankful for Honey Love bras because there's nothing worse than suffering through a Thanksgiving dinner with an uncomfortable bra or really just in your everyday life. Sometimes I'll watch our reality shows and I want to send some of our gals a Honey Love bra. You know, I'm looking at you directly, Zaria. But y'all know Honey Love's bras feature that supportive bonding that eliminates the need for underwire without sacrificing lift. Plus, they're super soft. I mean, you don't want to take it off. It's a around the house bra. It's a sleeping bra. They're just so comfortable. You guys, my mom is 83 and she just recently told me she ordered a Honey Love bra. And I can't wait to hear how much she loves it. She's going to love it. And she used my code, of course. Don't forget about their shapewear. It's holiday party season, you guys. We all have an outfit we need to fit into, look great, whether it's like pants or a dress. Their shapewear uses targeted compression technology, so you no longer feel like you're suffocating or that your life is being squeezed out of you. For me personally, I like their V-neck bra, and I also love the Super Power Short for smoothing out those love handles, under that dress. And so it doesn't roll down when you sit down. Also, that is the worst. You're at a party, you sit down, the thing rolls down, you got to get up, you got to go to the bathroom, you got to fix it, and then you got to readjust your boobs and everything. When you're wearing Honey Love, you don't have any of these problems, okay? Give the gift of comfort this holiday season, whether you're attending a wedding, hosting a big Thanksgiving dinner, or going to a holiday party, or simply seeking that everyday boost of confidence. Honey Love can be your perfect plus one. So get yourself or someone you love the gift of comfort. Plus, for November only, listen to this. Honey Love is giving up to 50% off site-wide. Visit honeylove.com/pink shade and shop their sale. And when you go to checkout, it'll say, "Where did you hear about us?" And please say, "Pink Shade sent me." Thanks. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Pink Shade. This is a bonus episode, guys. I'm so excited because my new friend that I met in New York, it's Kimberly of 90 Day Pillow Talk. Kimberly, hey.
Hi, how are you?
Hey. You said you're getting ready for a Friendsgiving at your house. You got yourself all ready to go there?
I am. I have like 4 really, really, really close girlfriends to me. And so last year when I moved in my house, it was my first time entertaining in my house, and I was so nervous. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't cook, honey. I don't cook turkeys and all that. So I ordered it. I'm gonna go pick it up, and then they bring all the sides. And it's just really nice, little drink wine kind of night,
I don't even really like turkey. And we're for Thanksgiving, we're going to do what we did last year. We're going to get like flank steaks and like potato. Like we're just going to make like a nice meal that we like, because
Yeah.
it's just going to be me and my husband and the kids. So it's like, yeah, why?
Well, that'd be fun. See, my family growing up, my family's Italian, so my grandma would make like rigatoni, or she would make like we would have a big 7-course Italian dinner.
Yes.
So
Ooh,
yeah.
rigatoni. That sounds good.
Oh my God, I
Better
love
than
it. It's like the
I
little
hate,
round noodles, so
hate turkey. All right, let's talk about Pillow Talk. So you've been on
good.
Pillow Talk now how many seasons? 4 or 5?
It's been over 2 years now. It's been over 2 years, and it's so crazy because I love it. I love Pillow Talk because it's not my drama. And
Right.
then I feel like it's just such a good bonding thing with me and Jamal. So it's like he comes over, we hang out on my couch, and we just eat good food and talk junk. But I love being able to meet the other cast members too. Like I filmed with Misha, Robert, Joe. Well, I know Jovi and Yara, but it's just such a cool vibe, right? Like you get to sit at home in your lounge clothes and watch TV. It's a good vibe.
Do they, I'm sure you do several at a time. I think Emily and Kobe said that you do several at a time, but so the production sends you like the camera and everything. And do they tell you when you're going to do it? So they have a producer there, like on the line kind of directing you, or no, you just all self-film?
No, there's actually a cameraman in my house. So there'll be a cameraman, like a cameraman right in front of me. Like I'm actually on my Pillow Talk couch now.
Yeah.
So there's I'm buying a new couch, by the way, but there's a cameraman in front of me and then my producer's on a laptop on a Zoom. That's what we watch it on. Then over here is the sound guy, and then you have an AP, you have an assistant. So yeah, so and my house is small, so sometimes it gets a little dicey.
Crowded.
I didn't think like we were going to be doing like hosting guests and all that, so my couch only sits 3 people.
Yeah.
So we had to use the game chair. I have a game chair in my guest room, and we had to use the game chair. Jamal was sitting there just rolling down the hallway. I'm like, no, come back.
See,
So
I really thought it was all kind of self, like they just sent you the stuff and you set it up and then you just go. But it makes more sense that I mean, for editing purposes, it makes more sense to have somebody there, you know?
girl, let me tell you, if that was the case, I'd still be on the first episode. Way back. But it's such a blessing. It's such a blessing to like just to be on a show like that. Like I love watching it. I love the antics Jamal and I get into anyway. And then like I get a lot of I hate to say negativity, but because Jamal and I are so free with our relationship, you know, like he's,
Yeah.
of course, he's my son, but he's my friend too. And we talk a lot of shit to each other. You know, it's just how we are. It's just our dynamic and it's what works for his and I relationship, you know? So people say, you shouldn't have talked about that in front of your son. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, I mean, he's 29. It's not like he's 12,
Yeah.
you
Right.
know? I mean, he's 29 years old.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if I'm really, I get a lot of positivity too, and people are like your relationship because we are so close, you know. But it's just, I mean, there's no better gift, right, than being able to sit on my couch with my son. So,
I think it's great. And I'm that way with my kids too. And people,
mhm.
I think, are probably horrified, but I'm like, they're 19 and 21. And, you know, it's just the cursing. Like, we're done pretending.
Exactly. Like
This
he'll
is
call
just
me
how we are.
bro.
Yeah.
He calls me
Bro,
bro a lot, and I'm
bro.
like, okay, so I mean, what is wrong with that? Like, what is wrong with that? You know, like it's I think some things are like we hold up the pillow wall when we the sex thing comes on because it is sometimes it is
It's
kind of awkward to
awkward.
watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it is
It is.
very awkward, but I wouldn't change my relationship with him at all. And people are like, he's so disrespectful to you. I'm like, when? When? Because I don't see it. So,
I
you
don't
know,
see that. I don't
no.
see
And he
that.
knows he would never, Jamal would never, ever like call me out of my name. He would never do that, you know? So, but no, pillow talk it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. I always say I gained like 7 pounds on these shoots.
Yeah. Because you're really just sitting and eating. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so Jamal has at you as well have gotten some attention these videos. So he's been doing these videos with Rob of Rob and Sophie, and then Josh of Josh and Natalie.
Yes.
Now, have they been filming them in San Diego where you are?
Yeah, the one that we did, the Grease video,
Yeah,
which got over 2.5 million views, which is crazy to me.
crazy.
Um, we filmed that in Mission Beach. So I found the location and then the song. Jamal didn't want to do the song because he's like, no, because it's like a love song. But his facial reactions were everything for it. So they filmed a couple in San Diego. They filmed like Poison and one other one, I think, in San Diego. But this thing they're doing, I think it's just like the cutest thing, right? I mean, and I'm so glad that they have this friendship. I just love this friendship for all three of them. I'm really glad because a lot of the things that people don't see behind the scenes, you know, like sometimes things affect us too, you know. So I'm glad that he has these like brothers that he can talk to and stuff, you know. And then, you know,
Yeah.
seeing Josh with his shirt off in these videos is just like bravo.
I have to tell you that speaking of Josh, okay. Now, this is my opinion as a professional 90-day viewer.
Mhm.
The thing with Josh and Natalie seems 100% fake. Like they never had a relationship. It's just sort of like they tried to have a relationship, it didn't work, but they're kind of keeping it going to be on the show because it seems like he just seems like not that into her. You know,
Mhm.
that's just my take as a viewer. I mean, it
Right.
seems I'm fine with Josh, I'm fine with Natalie separately, but I'm like, they don't seem like a couple.
I think I don't know. I like when I talk to them, I don't talk to them about them, but Josh and I, we're friends, you know. And I feel like it is. I just feel like he's busy. I mean, he's always with his daughter. He's you know, and you know his son Jet, who is just a role model to say the least. You know, after everything he's been through, and I just think that, and he's got this business. Like, look at Jamal. Jamal's always gone. I mean, he's always traveling. I see him maybe just for shoots.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, he'll come over and do laundry, right? But I really think that they were. I think they're a legit couple. I just feel like they're just on two different paths. Funny story. She had me blocked for a while. I don't know why. I've never done anything to her. I only met her at the Jamal Single Life Tell All, And she had me blocked. All of a sudden, now because Rob and I flirt a lot online, and it's just totally a joke, right? We do it to mess with Jamal, and
Yeah.
Jamal's like, "Stop
He's
it,
like
mom,
he's like,
stop it."
"Quit flirting with my mom."
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jamal hates it. Jamal hates it. And then she unblocked me, and then she started commenting on my post. So I sent it to Josh, and he's like, "Oh Lord." I was like, "Is she gonna kill me?" What's going on?
You know what's
But
interesting is when you saw her on the show and she was doing her acting and stuff, I was like, she is actually kind of a good actress. I mean, I would be scared shitless if she was like a vampire or something. I'd be like, whoa, I would believe
Twilight.
it.
She'll
Yeah,
be
yeah,
like Twilight. But I don't know. I mean, I think she's beautiful. I think she's absolutely gorgeous. I really do.
yeah.
I just don't. I just never. I don't. I never followed her, so I don't know why I was blocked. I have no idea. But
That's funny.
I just it's weird, right? Like
Yeah.
you just we randomly typed in it's Kimberly 90 and blocked me. Okay, but but I do know Josh is always going like his mind, and he just goes all the time. Like it's kind of annoying. We were at dinner one night, and he was just talk just it was crazy, and I was like, you need to like go on vacation. You need to relax. So he's got a lot going on too. Same with Rob. They both have a lot going on, you know. But I
Listen, Rob. The thing with Rob and Sophie is like one week you're on one side, the next week you're on the other side. You're like, she lied, he lied. Wait, he did this. Wait, she did that. Well, he's a terrible husband. Actually, she's terrible. I just think these are two people that probably need to go their separate ways, and we'll find out, I guess, on the last resort.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited for that too. I'm excited to watch. I'm excited to watch it. I wish we were pillow talking it, but I don't think they would let Jamal and I because they know we're all close. You know?
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's right. You can't get, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you did a couple of pillow talks with Riley. So Riley of
Yeah.
Riley and Violet.
Yes. Yeah. For Jamal's single life. Yeah.
People were kind of shipping the two of you.
No.
Okay. Oh,
I
wow.
I
That
know.
was just
No.
no.
And I love. I adore. He's a good friend of mine. But there's just not that chemistry, and he has a girlfriend, but there was never that chemistry there with me and him. I think that we're really close because we both are former veterans, or we're veterans. I shouldn't say former, I'm not dead yet, but
Right.
we're both veterans and we have a lot in common. But there was never that like vibe with me and him. We're just really good friends. I just texted him yesterday actually, but we're really good friends. And I feel like when I did that post and I said besties or some BFFs or whatever I said, and people just went crazy. And I was like, we're just friends, guys. But I think people want to see me happy at the end of
Yeah.
the day.
Yeah, of
And
course.
I think people want to see him happy because he went through a lot too. But we're just really good friends. His girlfriend is a wonderful woman. Her name's Lexi. She just sent me a package the other day with some purses and stuff. So yeah, she's a wonderful woman.
Well, I need to know about Lexi and her purses.
Oh no,
Geez.
there were purses she had. She sent them to me.
Y'all, it's the season to be thankful. And sometimes you have to dig deep, and I mean deep, to find things to be thankful for. But this year, I'm thankful for Honey Love Bras because there's nothing worse than suffering through a Thanksgiving dinner with an uncomfortable bra, or really just in your everyday life. Sometimes I watch our reality shows and I want to send some of our gals a Honey Love bra. I'm looking at you directly, Zaria. But y'all know Honey Love's bras feature that supportive bonding that eliminates the need for underwire without sacrificing lift. Plus, they're super soft. I mean, you don't want to take it off. It's a around the house bra. It's a sleeping bra. They're just so comfortable. You guys, my mom is 83 and she just recently told me she ordered a Honey Love bra. And I can't wait to hear how much she loves it. She's going to love it. And she used my code, of course. Don't forget about their shapewear. It's holiday party season, you guys. We all have an outfit we need to fit into, look great, whether it's like pants or a dress. Their shapewear uses targeted compression technology, so you no longer feel like you're suffocating or that your life is being squeezed out of you. For me personally, I like their V-neck bra, and I also love the Super Power Short for smoothing out those love handles, under that dress. And so it doesn't roll down when you sit down. Also, that is the worst. You're at a party, you sit down, the thing rolls down, you got to get up, you got to go to the bathroom, you got to fix it, and then you got to readjust your boobs and everything. When you're wearing Honey Love, you don't have any of these problems, okay? Give the gift of comfort this holiday season, whether you're attending a wedding, hosting a big Thanksgiving dinner, or going to a holiday party, or simply seeking that everyday boost of confidence. Honey Love can be your perfect plus one. So get yourself or someone you love the gift of comfort. Plus, for November only, listen to this. Honey Love is giving up to 50% off site wide. Visit honeylove.com/pink shade and shop their sale. And when you go to checkout, it'll say, "Where did you hear about us?" And please say, "Pink Shade sent me." Thanks. Y'all, it's that time of year, the time that we need to start reflecting on things we're grateful for. I'm grateful for my family, my job, my friends, and my health. And another thing I'm grateful for, the fact that I've learned how to help my skin stay healthy and resilient as I get older. And that's because of today's sponsor, OneSkin. Their scientifically proven skincare routine has made a noticeable difference in how my skin looks and feels. Their OS1 peptide works at the cellular level to switch off the dysfunctional cells that cause your skin to age faster than it needs to. And y'all know I'm going to go down fighting on this aging process. I've talked about it a lot. And to celebrate the holidays, OneSkin has introduced their limited edition holiday bundle. This features travel sizes of the OS1 face, OS1 eye, and the OS1 body. All of these I've used, guys. They're all amazing products. And it comes in this chic, in the words of Jarit, this chic leatherette bag. It's the perfect gift, but you may actually just want to get one for yourself. Taking advantage of this exclusive bundle is short-lived. You got to do it while it lasts. And as a listener, you're going to get 15% off using code PINKSHADE when you check out at oneskin.co. Invest in your skin's long-term health this holiday season because healthy skin is a gift. So you guys, I've been using OneSkin topical face and on my eyes for a couple of months now. I use it when my face is clean and right before I put on other products because it doesn't matter what other products you use. You just put this on first and then do your whole skincare routine that you like after that. And the R&D team at OneSkin did a lot of research and like smart lady science things to create this next level of skincare. Their scientists found that the OS1 peptide reverses skin's biological age by reducing the number of these senescent cells by 50%. You guys see, it's all very smart and scientific. And I don't know. All I know is it works for me and my skin has really seen improvement. OneSkin is the world's first longevity company. OneSkin addresses skin health at the molecular level, targeting the root causes of aging so skin behaves, feels, and appears younger. It's time to get started with your new face, eye, and body routine at a discounted rate today. Get 15% off with the code PINKSHADE at oneskin.co. That's 15% off at oneskin.co with the code PINKSHADE. And after you purchase, they'll say, "Hey, where'd you hear about us? Please support our show and tell them we sent you." We only have one body, one skin, and only one you, and you can choose to make it better. Age healthy with OneSkin. Now, well, who's is his girlfriend? Is she in the United States? Does he have
Yes.
he has an
Yeah.
American girlfriend? Okay.
Yeah. And he's doing, he's doing really good. I mean, he's doing really good. But there was nothing but friendship there. But it was so funny because somebody leaked photos of me and him together when he was in San Diego for Tyree's birthday. And we were like, this is the funniest thing if people only knew. But I like doing pillow talk with him too, especially watching Jamal.
Yeah, of course.
That was really good.
Okay, I loved this just recently. You were on with Misha, and that was so funny when they showed the clip of like Lauren and Faith goes, "The illness of the whores," and you looked at Misha and you go, "It's okay to say whores. It's in the Bible." And she's like, "That's right. It's in the Bible. You could say whores." I was like, that shit is so funny.
I love Misha. I think it's a good vibe with her and I because she's so religious and I'm spiritual. Don't get me wrong. Okay. But I just say the things she can't say.
Right.
Or won't say.
Right. Yeah.
So it's a good dynamic, and we are really good friends actually, and we talk a lot and everything because she's so funny and she has this little like dirty mind, but she
can't say it. Yeah. Does she have anybody? Because she's, you look at somebody like that and you're like, well, there's got to be a nice Catholic guy that's going to be into her. Look at her. Look, she's so funny and nice and pretty.
Not yet, but she works all the time too because she works for the Catholic diocese anyway. So diocese, did I say that right?
Yes.
Diocese.
Yeah.
So please edit that part out. People are like this bitch.
No, diocese. That's right.
Diocese. But and everything. So I don't think she's dating anybody right now. But I want her to because she's fun. Like she's Misha's a girl's girl. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
She is totally a girl's girl.
Yeah.
Love her.
Did what's his name? Her whatever his name was, the boyfriend. Did
Mhm.
he Misha, you are most cute when you're on mute. Did he go back to Israel?
Yeah, he's back in Israel now. He was
And
here for a while, and they're still really good friends. They talk every day and everything. I was like that too with my ex. I used to talk to him every day, and then but you can't. You got to cut that cord at some point too. We still
yeah,
talk randomly, but I mean, you can't talk to somebody every day that you were once in love with. That's just me, you know.
right, right. Now, okay, if you could choose, so we've got Riley, we got Misha, you've had Robert on. Now, if you could choose to do a pillow talk with the current season, so we've got the other way. So here's the other way. Here are your choices: Shekinah, Corona, Josh, Joanne, James, Statler. That's the other way. All right. Of those, who would you like to come sit on your couch?
Shekinah,
What?
Shekinah.
Did you
I
see her
like
at
it.
that
I'm
last
sorry, I
reunion? She
like
was
her.
awful. She was awful at that last reunion.
That's why I like her.
Okay.
Because I message her because I'll watch her clap back on Instagram, or IG. I'll watch her clap back at people, and I always send laughing emojis. I know what people say about her. I read everything that everybody else reads about her. Genuinely, she is a nice lady. She's a nice person, and I just gravitate towards people that are just nice. Statler, I'm not even going to give the time of day to talk about. So, but I really like her. I like Corona too, because Corona is just who she is,
Love
and
her.
I like
Yeah.
that about her. I really like that. I didn't agree with that soft partnering shit, because you need to let them see the crazy before you even.
Soft partnering. We've said that so many times, like, don't forget, she's soft partnering. What about Joanne of Joanne and Sean?
Oh, I like Joanne and Sean. I really like them. I like them as a couple.
Me
And
too.
he just started following me a couple weeks ago, and I was on a live with him and James. And I like James and Natalia. They sent me some of those banana chips. They are good. They
Ooh.
are really, really good. I eat like the whole bag.
I don't, yeah, Tata, she's too much with the crying. Too much. So much crying and like foaming at the mouth. Like I
I
can't with
can't
her.
do it. I can't
I,
do it. I cried a lot during my season. I mean, I cried a lot in my seasons too. But
No, nothing like this. Nothing like every single scene is, "Ah," and you're like, oh Jesus, here we go.
and then
Okay.
when James started crying on that one, I was like, oh shit.
I now she's got to him too. Yeah. Okay. So what about before the 90? We got Vanya, Vea, Renee, Niles, Tiger Lily, Joe, Lauren, and Brian. Now, Vanya and Joe were at the party where you and I met in New York. Loved both of them.
I did too. I really like Vanya a lot. I like Joe too. I like Joe too, because I like Joe has that little bit of awkwardness. You know what I mean? Like he's so lanky, but I didn't know who he was at first. And when we were doing press there, I asked him to go get me a coffee.
No,
I
you
didn't
did
know who he
not.
was. And I felt so bad.
You're like,
But
look at this hot PA. Let me see if he'll go get me some coffee.
I mean, he didn't really,
Did he go? Did he do
he's
it?
just walking around. No, he didn't do it. But I really like Vanya. Vanya and I talk a lot too. We just kind of vibe together too. And I felt for her story so much, and
So
this bougie,
gross, that guy.
bougie,
Ugh.
bougie bozo or whatever the hell his name is. But I know it's really hard. It's hard to pillow talk people. And this, I will say, I don't want to get in trouble, but this season was really hard to pillow talk. There was some triggering things for me, just the whole Nigeria thing. And
Mhm.
then I can't with her, with that Renee girl. I just can't. And then it's just really,
Something is not clicking on all cylinders there.
I don't know. But now I
It's
don't, but
one egg
even
short of
with,
a dozen.
no, even with Chitty too. Now he
Yeah.
started this GoFundMe, and I'm like, come on, like how many times are we gonna do this? But it was I don't want to say triggering. I shouldn't say the word triggering, but it was just weird to watch another person. Somebody sent me a DM the other day. They said, "You're the best thing that came out of Nigeria." I'm the best thing that came out of Nigeria. I just don't believe in acting like that. Like I know I did my own shit. Like I've owned everything I've done, right? But like I don't see I just don't see how you can go to another country and be so fucking disrespectful. Like I don't get that. You know, like
Yeah, I
you're
agree.
talking like when she was eating that food and she was like, ew, bleh, this is gross. Honey, my hand was knee deep. I was down in it. I had juices all leaking down my arm and everything. I mean, I loved it. You have to, I mean, it's just so disrespectful,
I
you know?
agree. Yeah, I agree. And his sister Victoria, I was like, is this the nicest person we've ever had on our show? She's so sweet. And Renee goes in there acting like a complete nut job. And you're like, oh my God, okay. This is over. It's time to go home. Go
But
home.
I do think he was telling her things that we don't know. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? I do
right.
believe in her defense. I will say it's really, it's when you're getting gaslit, and I'm not saying anybody gaslit me, but when you come out of it, it's just like, what the fuck? Like what
Yeah.
just happened to me? You know? And I'm not clear, let me make that clear. I'm not saying anybody's gaslit me, but
Well,
and
would
when
you
you come out, yeah, when you come out of it, it's just like, oh my God, like I really fell for all this stuff. And I think that was a little bit, I felt both parties in any relationship. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to, but
well, there's two
so
sides to every story, always.
exactly.
Yeah.
But out of that cast, I think I would have Vanya on the couch with me. Vanya or
But Tiger Lily, what about Niles?
Tiger Lily, her voice would drive me crazy.
What? Baby.
Baby, baby,
Oh,
stop.
baby.
I
Baby.
love her. Her fashion sense though is amazing. I like their vibe. I don't know why I like them so much. I just like their vibe. But when he said I'll kill you, I was like, oh, okay, here we go.
Yeah. When he said it deadpan, he goes, baby, I would kill you. And she goes, what? Stop, baby. I was like, okay. So if somebody says that to me, I'm like, I think I'm going to go home
It's
now.
time for me to leave now.
Yeah.
For
Been
me
here
to
10
leave.
minutes. And he's like, most important is the baby making baby. I'm like, oh God.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. My house is really small. There's no, I can't escape. I couldn't do it. But I think Niall, I like Niles and Matilda
I
too.
do.
I like
I think they're the best couple, don't you?
Yeah, I really feel like they really love each other. And I love the fact that she is so understanding of his autism. I love that.
Yes. Yes.
I
I
truly
like
love that.
I liked this week where he said to her, because she was like, you can't say things like this is not fit for humans. Like you can't say that. Like when we go home and are alone, you can say it just to me, but
Yeah,
don't and he goes, thank you for not giving up on me and just like telling me how to treat you. And I really liked how they have very kind of open conversations. And she's so young, but it seems so much older than her years. I don't know. I'm really rooting for them. I really am.
I am
Yeah.
too. I am
Cute.
too. And
They're
I
cute.
think she's so cute. I just love Matilda. I don't follow her yet, but I just like her. I like her vibe, and I really believe she cares. I don't think it's all about a green card because not,
I don't either.
not everybody wants to come over here.
Right. Like
You
Sarford,
know
he
what I
was
mean?
like, I
They
don't want to
make
go
it
there.
sound, yeah, they make it sound like that's what everybody is just like. That's the ultimate gift is giving them a green card. As expensive as shit is here, I might
Yeah.
move to another country.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Now, so I have a co-host that co-hosts with me sometimes. She's Kimberly. She has another Kimberly, and she has a podcast called A Date with Dateline. And she's completely obsessed with pillow talk, and she's completely obsessed with you.
Oh, thank
And she
you.
was so excited. She was like, "Oh, my Kimberly twin." So she wanted me to ask you, would you travel again for love?
Yes, but I wouldn't travel to Nigeria again. And let me tell you why. I say this a lot. So I've been in Nigeria a total of I think almost seven times. Okay.
Really?
So
Yeah.
it wasn't just for the show. I went privately. I one, two, three. It was five times. Sorry, five times.
Wow.
And I didn't, I went and you don't go for just, a week,
You're
it's a
right,
long
of
trip
course.
for a week. But I felt I had to kind of go because I mean, that's the only way we could keep our relationship like, going or whatever. And I wouldn't go back there. I would never date anybody from there. So all those men in my DMs from Nigeria, please, I'm not going to do it. So just because it would remind me too much of him.
Yeah.
And I feel, but like, I don't know. I think I want to keep it in the States this time. And only because it's easier to travel. I'm getting older, girl. I'm going to be 55 in March. So it's easier to travel, but I don't know. It all depends where it takes me. I just feel like I'm just don't have time for the bullshit anymore. Like I have no time for it. And I know my worth. I lost it for a long time. And I never did I never did the show for the fame. I do like the perks. I will say I love being, I love what I do now, like pillow talk and stuff, right? But I went on it because I loved him.
Hmm.
That was it. It was I was so deep in love, and he told me everything I wanted to hear. So I feel like I'll never fall. I'll never get in that trap again. You know what I mean? So it would have to be somebody I can physically see like every day. It doesn't have to be in San Diego because I don't want somebody all right here. I
Not
like
that
my house.
close.
I'm like,
Not that close. Yeah.
no, not that close. But no, I mean, I'm open to, love and to dating and stuff like I'm dating now. So, but I really just want it to be authentic this time.
Well, so tell me about the dating situation now. What's happening there?
So, I'm just putting like I said when I was there, I'm putting my little toe in the water,
Yeah.
putting my little toe out there. I did meet somebody who I'm pretty interested in. He lives in Chicago.
Okay.
He's 47 years old. He doesn't have any kids. He doesn't want any kids. He doesn't want a second wife. He doesn't, and I'm pretty interested in him.
Okay.
So we'll
All
see where
sounds
that goes.
good. Yeah,
We'll
sounds
see where
good.
that goes.
Have
Yeah,
you met in person?
not yet. Mm-mm.
Okay. So you're going to
But
travel
he's
to meet each
real.
other. But you confirmed he's a
I'm
real
not going to be
human.
on. I'm not going to be a tirade situation.
Poor
Sorry, Tyree. I
Tyree.
love you. Yeah, I love Tyree.
Poor Tyree. Come on.
That was
Justice for
terrible.
Tyree. That was terrible.
That was terrible.
Whether you're making the same breakfast that you have every day or baking a cake for an extra special day, eggs are a staple in our diets. Eggland's best eggs are nutritionally superior to ordinary eggs, containing more vitamins and 25% less saturated fat. Not only are they better for you, but Eggland's best eggs taste better too. There's a reason that they're America's #1 eggs. Visit egglandsbest.com for additional information and delicious recipes.
Y'all, it's that time of year, the time that we need to start reflecting on things we're grateful for. I'm grateful for my family, my job, my friends, and my health. And another thing I'm grateful for, the fact that I've learned how to help my skin stay healthy and resilient as I get older. And that's because of today's sponsor, OneSkin. Their scientifically proven skincare routine has made a noticeable difference in how my skin looks and feels. Their OS1 peptide works at the cellular level to switch off the dysfunctional cells that cause your skin to age faster than it needs to. And y'all know I'm going to go down fighting on this aging process. I've talked about it a lot. And to celebrate the holidays, OneSkin has introduced their limited edition holiday bundle. This features travel sizes of the OS1 face, OS1 eye, and the OS1 body. All of these I've used, guys. They're all amazing products. And it comes in this chic, in the words of Dorit, this chic leatherette bag. It's the perfect gift, but you may actually just want to get one for yourself. Taking advantage of this exclusive bundle is short lived. You got to do it while it lasts. And as a listener, you're going to get 15% off using code PINKSHADE when you check out at oneskin.co. Invest in your skin's long-term health this holiday season because healthy skin is a gift. So you guys, I've been using OneSkin topical face and on my eyes for a couple of months now. I use it when my face is clean and right before I put on other products because it doesn't matter what other products you use. You just put this on first and then do your whole skincare routine that you like after that. And the R&D team at OneSkin did a lot of research and like smart lady science things to create this next level of skincare. Their scientists found that the OS1 peptide reverses skin's biological age by reducing the number of these senescent cells by 50%. You guys see, it's all very smart and scientific. And I don't know. All I know is it works for me and my skin has really seen improvement. OneSkin is the world's first longevity company. OneSkin addresses skin health at the molecular level, targeting the root causes of aging so skin behaves, feels, and appears younger. It's time to get started with your new face, eye, and body routine at a discounted rate today. Get 15% off with the code PINKSHADE at oneskin.co. That's 15% off at oneskin.co with the code PINKSHADE. And after you purchase, they'll say, hey, where'd you hear about us? Please support our show and tell them we sent you. We only have one body, one skin, and only one you, and you can choose to make it better. Age healthy with OneSkin. Okay, now here's another question that came from my friend Kimberly.
Does
Said
she
she
follow me?
Yeah, oh
follow
yeah,
me?
yeah.
Oh,
So
I'll follow her back. You have to send me her IG so I can follow her
it's
back.
Dateline. It's like a
Date.
date with Dateline, so it's Dateline. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
They cover Dateline.
Okay.
Um, they're very, very funny. So, she wanted to know that since you were in the Army and she said she heard you jumped out of airplanes, was that
Yes.
scarier or going to Nigeria for 90 day? Which was scarier?
Jumping out of the planes was much. I jumped 72 times actually, and
Okay.
yeah,
Now
it
tell
was.
me why. Tell me, explain to me what was your role in the Army that you jumped out of planes on purpose? Tell me.
Well, because when I went in the military, I was not in a good point in my life. I was young. I was only 19. I was
Wow.
dabbling in things I shouldn't have been dabbling in, you know.
Yeah.
And I just felt like if I would have stayed here, I would either be dead, I'd be in prison, or I would be on drugs.
Hmm.
So my life was not going well. You know, you're 19, you think you have the world at your feet, right?
Totally.
So I was walking by the Army recruiting station in downtown San Diego, and they had a
Really?
little TV in their display case, and it was showing people jumping out of planes. And
Uh-huh.
it was just like a lightning bolt hit me. I went in, I signed up. And I signed up, and I was like, I want to do that. So,
Wow.
but I'm so glad I did, because I always tell everybody I think the Army saved my life. I really believe that. Like, I know that sounds crazy to say, but it breaks you down to build you up. You know, I went to a Veterans Day luncheon the other day, and I don't sit here, you know, I never do anything like that. Like, I don't go to veterans things. I'm going to start though, because like sometimes I forget, because life gets so crazy that
Yeah.
I am a veteran. I am a Desert Storm veteran. And, you know, I've had people say, oh, because I was just a secretary, I was a administrative assistant in the military, that like, my service didn't mean I wasn't the same as like a man. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I went to a war. I served my country.
Yeah.
And I feel like jumping out of the plane. So you got paid an extra $150 a month as hazardous duty pay. But I loved it. I really liked it, until that's why I walk with the limp. You know that, right? I walk with the limp.
No, no. Did you land
Yeah.
on your ankle or something?
No, I was born with a dislocated hip. I was like in a brace until I was like 2 or 3. And then when I went in the military, I had to sign a waiver saying that I wouldn't try to claim anything. It's so they let me go to airborne school, and I jumped, and then I dislocated it twice in the Army and everything. So now I have arthritis in it. But
Okay.
that's why I walk with the limp. People are like, oh, she's pigeon-toed. No, bitch, I'm not pigeon.
I met you in person. I did not notice the limp. Okay.
Yeah, I
I
know.
did.
It's not that noticeable unless I'm really tired. If I'm sitting down for too long, then you'll see it, you know. And but yeah, the military was like the best experience. So I got out when I had Jamal. They wanted to send me to Turkey for 2 years unaccompanied. You had to do an unaccompanied tour then, so like a hardship tour, and I just didn't want to do it. And God is good, because the day I got out, Jamal walked for the first time, and I would have missed all of that. So there's
Oh,
no regrets there, you know. There's no
yeah.
regrets. I was able to raise my son, and I didn't always make good life choices, but you
Well,
know, I feel like now at 54, I'm the best person I can be. You know what I
yeah.
mean? I
Yeah.
feel really good. I'm going to therapy for, like, you know, the traumas and stuff I've been through, and the past couple years with my mom and my sister and stuff. So I'm going to therapy. I just feel really good now. Like, I look back on those times in my life, and I'm like, damn, bitch,
I
you've been through a lot of shit.
Yeah, and I'm in my 50s as well.
Mhm.
And you think like I had my cousins recently just turned 50. I have twin cousins, they just turned 50. And I told them, I go, you think right now at 49 that you don't give a fuck? You just wait till you hit 50, 51, 53. You really don't give a fuck. I go, you don't care what you say. You don't care who you piss off. You're just
Mm-mm.
like, I'm doing it. I'm me. This is like, I have 20, 30 years left. I got to like do it all, do what I say, do what I feel. And they were like, "Oh, we're there." I go, "You just come back to me in 4 years and tell me how much you really, 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 really are feeling yourself when you
That's
get
how
to be
I
your
am
50s."
now.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
I am now. And that's how I feel, even with, like, you know, I get a lot of bad DMs and bad comments and whatever. And I just start to clap back. Not a lot, but I clap, because I'm just not going to keep taking shit from people either. You know, I took it for so many years, just even before the show stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And if you think I'm going to let some little bot just come and tell me exactly. Or tell me,
Yeah.
like somebody told me yesterday, I was just trying to stay relevant. And I'm like, stay relevant. I
You're
was
like,
like,
I'm
well,
on a TV show. Are you?
yeah, I'm like, but you're commenting on my shit. So what are you talking about, you know?
So
So
obviously I
no,
am relevant. Yeah.
yeah, and I really enjoyed meeting you too. I really did. It was so that reel we did with the hey,
Okay.
that was
Hey.
the
Oh my
funniest
gosh,
thing.
our social media girl, Caitlin was there, and she came up
Mhm.
with that because I was with Matt and Jake, are my good friends.
Yes,
Matt
love
said
them.
to tell you, Matt said to say, tell Kimberly, I said, happy birthday,
I
birthday
know. I
twin,
love.
birthday twin.
I know he is my birthday twin, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I had never been to anything like that, so it was a lot of fun to meet all of you too. And I'm telling you, girl, you look just like Kathy Hilton that day.
You did tell me that. I
That's
was
a
like,
compliment.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Because I had on kind of a conservative dress, which really isn't me, but I was trying to, we were on that boat, and God knows I didn't know that we were also going to be like falling off the sides of it all the time. I was like, I should have worn flat shoes. I was like, shit. Yeah, that was good. Poor Annie was there and she's pregnant. I was like, oh God. Yes.
It was rocking a lot.
Really rocking.
But it was so nice to meet you, and it was a good trip. I thought it was a really, really good trip. The ones I connected with the most on that trip was Libby and Andre. I
So
love them.
funny.
I
So
love
funny.
them. I love them. I love. I had never met Lauren and Alexi before, which I really liked them.
Yeah.
But Libby and Andre, because from we were all on the same season together, and
Mm.
Andre to me is like the gentle giant, right? Like
I
if he
love him.
likes you, he likes you. If he doesn't, he doesn't. So during my season, we filmed at like the rooftop bar and stuff. He came up to me at the end and he was like, I really thought like you were just like, you both were scamming each other. He's like, you really loved him. And I was like, no, I did. And and it changed him. So now we're all like BFFs, right? So and I never met Libby before because she was there because, she was pregnant. But I really liked them. Like I liked them as a couple,
Yeah. At that party, someone else there witnessed this, that she got mad at some girl that was there, like a press person was like talking to Andre, and she's like, don't be talking to my man. I was like, well,
You
the
do
drinks
that
were
really
flowing.
You do that really good. Do another impersonation. You do those really good, by the way.
Well, I don't really know. I'm trying to think who I do. I mean, Libby she's just like, nah, God, Andre, stop it. She's just always so pissed and always has that face like she's so mad. Andre.
We went out the night before. Well, when we all got there, we all had drinks and stuff. It was me, Robert, David. We went up to Annie's room and we're messing with her. And then Libby, Andre, and I decided we're just going to go out. So I'm an occasional drinker. Okay. I don't drink. Why? Then I had to get up and do my press the next morning.
Yeah.
Like, okay. But it was fun. Like we had a good time. Like I really love genuine people. You know what I mean? Like I just really like Emily and Kobe. I just talked to Emily. We just FaceTime the other day. Like I love that. I love you can feel the genuineness from people,
Yes.
And I love that. And I love this like I lost my whole family. So except, Jamal, but I love this 90-day family. Like to me, it's like, they're actually like, there's some ones that are actually even producers and camera, they become like your friends and your family because they're so invested in your life,
Well, you spend so much time with them, and a lot of them are asking you, when you're on your season and everything, they're asking you so many personal questions. And so about your past, about your present. And so I can imagine. Yeah. And you can see that a lot on reality shows where you could see a little bit. I will tell you that I noticed this season with Tiger Lily when she has but then you see her when the producer asks her a question, she does her regular voice, which I thought very interesting. Yeah. So like when this past week, when she was wearing those stupid heels and they said, why didn't you just wear gym shoes? She goes, literally, she's like, and I was wearing my stilettos. It was the wrong shoes to wear. And then the producer says, did you wish you were wearing gym shoes? She goes, gym shoes? It's not a gym. She completely went into her regular voice. So I think she kind of forgets because she's with the production who she's close with, I think. I find, this is my job and I'm like studying these people. And I always find it so interesting when you could see the facade drop a little bit. Even
Yeah.
this last week we had on Love After Lockup, we had a cast member say to the other person, like, you're only saying that because the cameras are here. And I was
Oh
like,
yeah,
see,
that happens.
yeah,
That happens a lot too, I think too. And I think you do develop, because I had the same excuse me, I had the same producer for Zanzibar in Nigeria. She's the same one. And then when I did my interview, and when my mom passed, and I have to say, um, TLC has been wonderful to me. Wonderful. They've been one, but I have not had one issue. The edit, the editing, it's me at the end of it's me at the end
right.
of the day, and I've owned everything I've done, good or bad. You kind of have to. Sorry, my hair. I keep seeing my hair sticking up, and it's driving
It's
me
not
crazy.
sticking up. I know, but it's hard to stare at yourself. I know.
Yeah. But when my mom passed, they really took the time to let me, because it was really hard to talk about anyway, but really hard to talk about on camera. And I knew I had to talk about it because my mom was, on my show.
Yeah.
And they gave me like 4 or 5 hours just to like get it out, and it makes me choke up. I'll never forget that. Like, I'll never forget the way they were so good to me, and they let me step out. That's when I used to smoke cigarettes. So they let me step out to smoke. They let me get water, and I really feel like, I really hate to see people say that they don't care about us, because I've never felt that. So I think it's all about how you handle yourself in front of the camera and off the camera too,
Yeah.
And you have
Yeah.
to be the same, because if you start being different, people like you, Miss Mary, people like you, you're going to detect that. You're going to detect if you're fake or not, right?
You can always tell. You can
Yeah, and
always tell. Yeah.
that's what Matt said when he met me in person. That's what he was like, you're just like you are on TV. And I'm like, absolutely, because what's the point of being fake? Because y'all are going to catch it, right?
Yeah.
So what's the
Yeah.
point of like faking or making up a scenario or whatever? I'm dramatic as fuck anyway, so I'm just I don't throw things anymore. I don't throw things. I've learned
That's
my life.
good. That's good. Don't throw things. It only hurts yourself.
That was fun.
Now I do want to ask you, you said, as we were logging on, you said that you were for your your regular job, that you're a
Mhm.
spa manager. Now I'm a complete whore for a spa. So tell me, what is your favorite spa treatment? You can't
Okay,
say
so
massage. You got to say something. You got to say something different than massage, because that's my favorite.
I got a cryofacial. A
Mm.
80-minute cryofacial. So I don't know if you noticed, my skincare game has went up in the last couple years. So
Okay.
especially since I started working, because I was a restaurant manager before, and I used to just use oil of whatever CVS had. I was using.
Yeah. Right.
And then I got introduced to like real skincare products, right? Like, I mean, not saying they're not real, but like from actual like estheticians, like what
Yeah.
they use stuff. So the 80-minute cryofacial, they use the gua sha sticks, like
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. And it's good for aging skin. So I
It's
just
good for
got
like
one.
that lymphatic drainage to,
Yes, it's so
yeah.
good. And I use the rollers too. I use the rollers at home. I have one in my freezer. It's like a rose gold roller.
Yeah.
But that is my favorite. A massage is a massage. You have to come down. Aren't you in LA?
Girl, I'm in DC.
Why did I think you lived in LA?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've been to LA.
Okay, well, if you ever come to San Diego, you gotta come to my spa.
San Diego is one of my favorite cities in the world.
Really, it's so pretty here. I love
It's
it too.
great.
But I live 30 minutes out now. So when I sold my mom's house, I bought my house, and then it's like 30 minutes out from San Diego, but I love it. But yeah, the cryo, I love facials. I think facials are they're relaxing in their own way, right?
Yeah.
And then I haven't had a massage in a while. I shouldn't say that because I'm a spa supervisor. I shouldn't say that, but my spa is actually the #1 spa in San Diego.
Really?
Yeah, girl.
Do
Yeah,
you
we
want
just got
to say what it is or no?
Spa Ritual at Sequan Casino and Resort.
Okay.
Funny story. When I started working there, I announced it on my social media, right? And then when I started working there, my first day, I was like, I walked in like you guys did. I was like, hey.
Hi.
And there was people waiting for me there. It was so funny. And I was like, okay. So I don't take pictures there. I don't, I'll speak, I speak, give
Yeah,
hugs,
of course.
whatever. But I don't, because it's my job. It's my
Yes.
job,
Yeah.
I would never go into an ER and be like, hey, doctor, hey, you were on that show I like. But I think that's the most humbling part. But I love it there. It's so pretty. You have to look it up. It's a beautiful.
I'm going to.
Beautiful spot.
Going to.
I
My
love
dogs
it.
are barking now, which means somebody's
Okay.
walking in or something. Good God. Listen, I've loved talking to you. I loved meeting you when we were in New York. We all talked afterwards. We went to dinner afterwards, and we were
Yeah.
like, okay, let's break it down. Like, who do we love? And I didn't have any bad experience. Everybody was great,
Yeah.
and we loved. Matt and I both talked about how much we loved you and what a good sport you were. Because Matt did his impression of you back to you, so great, and we loved meeting everybody. And I am very happy for your success on Pillow Talk. I think
Thank
it's
you. Thank you.
all well deserved, and
Thank you.
I think you're a great mom, and I think you're super
Thank
fun.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
And
Oh, thank you. That means a lot to me. Thank you so much. And that's just what I try to be. I just try to be a really nice person. I am a nice person,
yeah,
Now I'm a nice person with fucking boundaries, though. So
once you hit that 50, you just don't give a fuck. That's what I say. Yeah,
don't.
take up for yourself and just don't care who gets hurt in the process.
I feel like if I don't, who's going to do it for me? Like I don't have a man in my life that's going to do it except Jamal, but he can't fight every battle for me. I got to fight my own shit, So
Yeah.
just like as I try to help, I help him with his, So I mean, because I'm not, I'm mama bear. I'm like spider monkey. Like, so bad. So bad.
So my dad used to call my kids spider monkeys.
Hold on. Sorry.
That's okay. Uh-oh.
Oh, sorry. Okay,
That's
sorry.
okay. There we go.
Okay, there we go.
Somebody's
Better.
calling you.
Yeah.
Well, we are going to wrap it up. I don't want you to hang up, but tell everybody where they can find you on social media.
So my social media handles are on Instagram, it's Kimberly90. TikTok, it's Kimberly90. Facebook is a little different, and I don't know how to change my name because I'm verified, right? So it's Kimberly Dawn, DAWN. That's my middle name.
Okay.
So, and you can find me there on Facebook. And Snapchat it's Kimberly92, which I really don't use that much.
I don't understand Snapchat. I've given up. My kids are always like, I sent you a snap. I go, I'm never going to see it. Yeah. I don't know how to find it. I don't know.
No, but it was good to see you again. I've been wanting to do your podcast for a while. So thank you for having me. Truly. I wanted to do it for a while. It's hard to meet you guys in person because, we see everything too. Right. And it's hard. Love you now. I love you now.
We're always nice. Always. No,
okay,
we're not.
Roll your
No, we're
eyes
not.
again. Roll your eyes. But I respect podcasts. I have a friend here that does podcasts and for Laura Kane After Dark, and she does podcasts and stuff. So you got to respect your podcast too.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough out there for us podcasters. Just trying to make a living. All right, thank you. Don't hang up.
Whether you're making the same breakfast that you have every day or baking a cake for an extra special day, eggs are a staple in our diets. Eggland's best eggs are nutritionally superior to ordinary eggs, containing more vitamins and 25% less saturated fat. Not only are they better for you, but Eggland's best eggs taste better too. There's a reason that they're America's #1 eggs. Visit egglandsbest.com for additional information and delicious recipes.
Ads not read by me, Mary Payne, don't necessarily reflect the views of Pink Shade. If you'd like to listen to ad-free, you're going to go on over to Supercast or Patreon, and you can find the links to Pink Shade Prime at pinkshadepodcast.com.